Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about Spell, which is the token that runs the Abracadabra Money website. So recently there was some tweets put out by Daniel Siesta, who is the one of the figureheads behind some of the most popular DeFi 2.0 protocols, such as Wonderland Time, Abracadabra Money, and Popsicle Finance. So yesterday he put out a tweet about Spell being listed on Coinbase. Obviously, this made the price spike because of all the hype around getting listed on Coinbase. And then he also released a follow-up tweet about possibly burning up to 5.25 billion unallocated Spell. So what this would also do is, increase the price, just less supply. So there's going to be more demand for the remaining tokens, and that could also be contributing to the recent spike that we're seeing in Spell price. So as you can see, the price was just steadily declining. I'm not 100% sure why, but some of the speculation is that because so much Spell was being created and given out to people who were staking Spell on Abracadabra.money, that the supply was just constantly increasing, which causes the price to plummet. But since that recent news yesterday, the price has shot up a ton. So this isn't investment advice, but in my opinion, I think it would still be a good time to get into Spell, just because of those recent announcements and being listed on Coinbase. I believe it's going to increase the exposure that Spell gets. More people are going to know about it. Not only that, but it's kind of an interesting token, just the way the icon, it's kind of got that meme-ish glint to it, and it kind of attracts investors who aren't as familiar with crypto. So in my opinion, I think it's going to be going up. So let's learn just a little bit about what Spell does. So if we go over to the docs for Abracadabra, we can see this tokenomics section, which explains in great detail exactly how the tokenomics for the platform works. But I'll do a quick summary of it. You might want to come here yourself. You can just go to abracadabra.money, scroll down and click on the Get Book link right here, and that'll take you to these docs. But basically, there's three tokens on the platform. There's Spell. This is the token that's used for incentivization. So that means it's used to incentivize people to provide liquidity in places like Curve, so that there's enough liquidity for MIM to be traded between the MIM and DAI and USDT. So Spell is given out to people who provide liquidity for MIM, basically. The second token is S-Spell, which basically means you just take the Spell that you have and you stake it in Abracadabra.money. And in return for doing that, you are given more Spell tokens. And you can also get a portion of the fees that are created from liquidations and other events on the platform. So that's why you'd want to stake S-Spell. You can also use it for governance. They just released some new stuff on their platform, where they have a forum where you can take part in a lot of the government's decisions if you hold S-Spell. And then finally is MIM, Magic Internet Money, just a USD pegged stablecoin. And these two tokens are kind of built around incentivizing people to provide liquidity for this MIM token. So why would you want to purchase Spell? Well, originally there was 420 billion Spell. A lot of that was burnt. 200 billion of it was burnt, so there was 210 billion left over. Out of that 210, 63 billion was given to the team over a 4-year vesting schedule. So that means that a lot of this is going to be locked up for at least 4 years, which is a good thing. It's not going to be in circulation, reducing the price. And then 132 billion is used for those farming incentives to create the liquidity for MIM. And then 14.7 billion it was offered initially for anyone to buy on decentralized exchanges. So hopefully that helps you understand what Spell is and why it's important to Abracadabra. So if you believe in the platform Abracadabra, you should probably therefore believe that Spell will go up. And I do believe that's the case, especially with some of the recent announcements of the founder and some of the things they're going to be doing in order to decrease the emission of spell, reduce the total supply of spell. I think all those things are going to add up to the price going up. So if we go back and look at the chart where we started, let's zoom out to 90 days, we can see there was a huge blast off as hype around the platform and just hype in crypto in general was ramping up. And then people started to look into a little bit more about the tokenomics and started to find some holes, and especially with how much spell was being emitted, and that's what I believe causes this big dip right here. And now that some talk is going on about changing those tokenomics to be more beneficial to the holders of spell, I believe that's why it's now going up, because people realize, okay, they're going to be taking some action in the future, or have already taken some action that is going to make these tokens worth more in the long run. So that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. I will try to answer them as best as I can, but I just want to do a quick introduction on spell. I'm going to be making some more videos on exactly how to take advantage of spell and how to get spell on networks with cheaper fees, because right now it's only really available to be staked on the Ethereum network, but there are ways to get already staked spell on other networks, and therefore take advantage of the fees that the platform generates without paying the high gas fees of Ethereum. So I'm going to be making some videos on that in the future, so make sure to like and subscribe if you want to catch those videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.